The problem with most South African people is that they are lazy, they don't want to work hard, and they have a poor mindset. Let me tell you something. There's nothing that's going to be given to you for free just because you're a South African citizen. There's nothing that's going to be given to you for free just because you are documented in the South African system and you own a South African ID. That's not how the world works. You still need to go out there to the world and work hard like everybody else. You still need to dedicate your life to a higher purpose. How do you expect to be rich if you still have a poor mentality and a poor mindset, and your perspective on life is based on being a victim? You will never be rich, you'll stay poor, you'll remain poor, and your situation will never change. That's just the truth. I won't lie to you. How do you expect to be rich if you still want to blame other people for the problems you have in your own life? You still want to blame foreigners, you still want to blame the government. You will never be rich because you are not self-accountable. Rich people make it about themselves. Everything is about themselves. They are self-accountable. They take responsibility for their lives and their actions and the decisions and the choices they make in their lives. That's how rich people think. Rich people don't blame poor people. Rich people don't blame criminals. They don't blame the police. They don't blame South African system. They maneuver through the system. They don't blame anyone. They don't blame their disadvantaged background. We all come from a disadvantaged background, but it depends on how you make it. Are you gonna die disadvantaged, or you are gonna die advantaged and your children are gonna have a better start than the one you had? How do you expect to be rich if you are not listening to rich people teach you things? How do you expect to be rich if you're still watching poor content, watching funny content, comedy? They're not teaching you anything. How do you expect to be rich? You will never be rich. How do you expect to be rich if you're still sitting back day in, day out? You're complaining. Hey, there's no jobs. Hey, drugs. You will never be rich because your mentality is so weak and is so poor, and you're gullible to propaganda that is pushed in the social media platforms. That's propaganda. Your life doesn't need the news. You making it in life. You don't need the news. You don't need social media to make it in life. You need yourself. You need your mentality. You need to change your mindset. You need to build systems in your mindset that are going to make you a competitive person until you die. If you're not competitive, you will be the type of people who sit back and complain that, I can't do that job because there's people who are doing it already. You're not competitive. Your mindset is weak. You're weak. You're not built for riches. You're not built to be rich and be wealthy. You are built to be poor and stay poor and miserable. At least in life, there's no black and white. There's no middle ground. Hey, there's no middle ground. It's black and white. You're either gonna make it in life or you're not gonna make it in life. So you make the bed you wanna sleep in. Cause I don't care about you like that to even bother making videos like this, trying to inspire you and motivate you. I don't care about you like that. I'm focused on my own things. I'm doing my own things. I'm being consistent. I'm working hard than anyone. And the work is there to prove. The work is there to show. You can check me out anywhere. TikTok, YouTube, you will find me. I'm working tirelessly and other things I do in the real world. We are working, man. We're not sitting down complaining that there's no jobs. We are working hard. So you should be motivated by seeing young people like us, young men like us, pushing through every day, working, being consistent, being dedicated, being passionate about the things we do. You should be motivated. Don't look at us and hate us. Don't look at us and feel like, lo yasitshela, lona it in. No, get motivated by the things we do. Be motivated. Don't look at people who are doing good in life and you want to bash them, you want to shame them, and you don't want to take the motivation and the inspiration from their life story. Take the motivation, take the inspiration. You will be something because you will learn from them. You will learn from their mistakes, you will learn from their failures, and you will learn from their wins and the things and their strengths. You will learn from those. But if you're bashing them and you don't want to see the good in people, how do you expect to be rich? How do you expect to be rich? You will never. So it's your choice. Make the choice. You make the bed you sleep in. You decide what you want to be. You decide what you want for your life and the bloodline of your family. You decide what you want for the future of your bloodline. You decide what you want for your children. You decide what you want for your future. I'm just here trying to motivate you to think better and stop being a victim and stop blaming other people and finally take your life into your own hands, because this thing of blaming other people, it will just make you poor and more poor.